Okay, we return. I played with some things. I killed some processes in the background. Let's see if this actually behaves itself. Because we're almost 30 minutes in the hole and I don't like it. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at that. I'm moseying around town and I ain't glitching at all. I got nice smooth stream. Very good. Very nice. Very based and stream pilled. Ha. Well then. Nyum. I wonder if I can turn my graphics settings back up now. Let me just do a quick check. Yeah, see, that's loading my GPU up, but it's not causing me to like lose any frames or anything. So that's, you know, nice. Nyum.
It's you! Oh my goodness! Hey, I can't believe it!
Who you all talking about? Talking to me, sir?
Hey, Fred, I was just talking
Oh,
about
you're the dude with the bear
A
trap.
stranger saved me from certain demise.
Fine thing to do, helping a feller out like that.
I hoped I'd run into you again. I'd really like to pay you
Give me some
back
money.
some way, you know?
Give me some money.
Hey, I got plenty of credit at this store here. You know, you pick out anything you want, free of charge.
Oh, sweet.
Sounds good.
Oh, that's real nice.
Partner,
Thank you there, fella.
we're outside. Got
One good deed
his own
deserves
trap.
another.
What kind of hunter gets
He
caught
said
his
he'd
own
cover me
trap
if I put
anyway?
something on his tab.
Hmm.
The reason he still got that
Isolated
leg.
incident.
Oh, that idiot.
Make that error
You
again.
folks around here would rather you left him there. But hey, if that's what he wants, take a look around.
Oh, nice pocket watch. Let me. Yeah, let's go to. Oh, actually, let's just see what else they got. The pocket watch. Very tempting. Very tempting. Let's claim some coffee. Ooh, cigars. Get some stogies. Yeah, pocket watch it is. Salmon pocket watch. Claim.
I'll let him know.
Putting this man in the absolute hole. Thank you, fella. Now, Hans. I know you're around here somewhere. I may have to retweak my graphics after this, but that's fine. But, are we getting a little laggy? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, these new bandsaws they got us working with, about as reliable as a women's wash. Yeah, that's what they
Oop, no. Ow. Whoops. Well, I knew I was forgetting what I was doing.
Wait for a grown person to act?
Fuck you. Where is Hans? Hans.
holding out there.
I'm sorry. Fuck off you. Sorry, horse. That was my fault.
That's my girl.
I hit the wrong button. I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks.
You done good.
I ain't got the muscle memory no more. Sorry, girl. Okay. Let's go do some bounty hunting, I think.
Evening.
Also,
Hi there, kitty.
whoop. Oh, there's a cat. Okay. I thought it was praising my horse. Let's go get some bounty. It's getting dark out though. So even with the graphics tuned down a bit, it is still very nice. Also, I am wondering, did I don't know if I played this game with my model. Oof. Ugh. Haunts. I'm sorry. I thought you could jump that girl. And this is what I get for playing with the toned down graphics. I can't see shit at night. My apologies. I'm really not treating my horse well today, am I? That's what I get for riding at night. Yeah, I can't recall. Did I don't think I played this with the tracking on my model, so maybe that's it. But even then, that shouldn't be putting too much of a 3D load on the card. Anyway, I'll need to make some adjustments, play around with some things. Oh, it may also be that I did install an NVIDIA driver update the other day, and I haven't restarted my PC since, so it may just be that it hasn't actually reset the driver and all the other crap. Software, am I right? We ascend the mountain. I honestly don't know if this is the best way to get up to where this bounty is. I'm kind of just traveling in a straight line. I'm hoping this gets me where I need to be. Come on, go. Oh, 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 oh. Hmm. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking I'm an idiot. I'm out here in the dark. Gonna get my horse killed. Okay, that's a river I'm heading towards. Probably a waterfall. Oop. Easy go. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy. Easy. We ain't gonna have a repeat of last time I lost a horse. Steady. Steady. There we go. There we go. Oh. Okay, well, it looks fine on my end, so that may just be you. Let me do a quick check. Oh, hang on a sec. The OBS. Yeah, OBS is doing fine. I'm not missing, like, I've missed like 8 frames total, so. Ah, okay. Oh, we go. There we go. Up. Okay, where's this bounty at? Really? Oop, 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 oop. Easy, easy. How do I... I'm not trying to aim my weapon. How do I focus on the horse again?
You're a brave girl.
That's it. Good horse. Good horse. Oh, I'm a little bit cold. So where's this bounty at? It's like over the hills and far away by the looks of it. Map. Where are we? Ah, but it's locked. Put a waypoint on there. Very good. What? Oh, my health core is empty. Okay. Items. Salted beef. Very good. I'm remembering how to play this game. Well, it depends. What settings do you need to go to? Is the real question. What are you trying to adjust? Because usually you can just find it by using the search function. But it depends again. What are you trying to adjust? You can't remember. Okay, well, it doesn't exactly help. And I will admit, I'm not the best at tech support, but yeah, typically, find the temperature for each core. Oh, fuck off, wolves. Wolves, you can absolutely fuck off. Damn it, Hans. Well, I think that's possibly going to depend on what setup you've got. Ah, fuck off, wolf. God damn it. Trying to remember where all the buttons are. Yeah, because on my setup, temperature's just on the main BIOS stuff. Because I've got a an Asus ROG motherboard it does all that stuff automatically. So as for temp, yeah, I don't know, because a lot of stuff doesn't have temp as default. Oh, where is my damn hat? Where is fucking wolves, I swear to God. Huh.
Easy, easy.
Right where I need to be by the looks of it. Yeah. Because I'm not sure, can you get temp stuff within command prompt? I'd have to Google that. Okay. Lancaster repeater. Yes, please. Locate Joshua Brown. He's wanted alive. Lasso it is. See, when they want it alive, that takes all my fun out of it. Okay, there's going to be a cutscene here, I think. Or is he going to trap me in the cave?
Dead end. You got nowhere to go, bounty hunter.
I ain't here to kill you.
Wouldn't matter if you were. There's only one way out of here, and that's through me.
Come easy. I'll say something to the law.
It ain't gonna be easy. You're gonna have to draw on me to get me out. You might have found me, but you won't beat me, bounty hunter.
I don't know, you sure about that?
What the hell?
Yeah, I've taken you alive, son.
Damn bounty hunting son of a bitch! Damn you!
Oh, don't you run from me. And there we go. This'll do. Yes, hog time. Yeah, because I'm not sure if you like really need to cool down a course specifically, or if you just need to cool down the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna rob this man.
This is very kind of you.
Thank you, sir. Now he's just rolling down the hill. I'm gonna put him on the horse.
You're coming with me. We're going back to Strawberry.
Hunts. Can you come here now that I've hitched you to the post? Yes, you can. You just untie yourself. Magic. Yeah, because cooling's not an issue I've usually had too much of, at least on my current setup. Okay. Get on the horse, man.
Let's go, bro. You shot me. You didn't even have the decency to do it right. You duel a man and you ought to put him down. Not knock him out and tie him up. You got no decency, bounty hunter.
How's that for decency? I'm in it for the money, not for the honor.
You wouldn't have got me in my younger days. I would have put one in the middle of your eyes before you even blinked. You ain't nothing special.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're relatively uncommon because they're a deep sea, well,
None of us
a typically pretty deep sea fish. Oh, let's not stack it. Let's not stack it on the rocks. Oh, did it just get real dark then? My...
I wish you'd killed me back there. A real man would have killed me. A real man wouldn't tie me like this. A real man wouldn't take me in.
Real man don't care.
Not killing me.
Real man wants his money. Where my money at? Well, to be fair also, just because there are only 6 online photos or something doesn't necessarily mean that it's rare. It just means it's poorly documented.
To go out with some damn honor.
There's plenty of stuff that we actually know a fair bit about that has surprisingly few photos of it.
Deserve you, damn sneak.
But,
You damn
yeah, I get what you're getting at.
That's Big Josh, all right.
Hey, he looks heavy. Can we take that bounty off of you?
No,
I
fuck
can
off.
manage him fine. Losing sight of him. Stop him. He's overrun.
Don't you chase me. Don't you steal my bounty. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck it. I ain't fighting this. We riding. We riding. Also, to be fair, most sharks can protrude their jaws as well, but yeah, fuck off.
I guess I'm all yours.
Give me my bounty. But yeah, protrusible jaws are actually relatively common in fish, particularly teleost fish. Ah, the Avatar, welcome in. Okay, I will accept that input.
I hear the shells here. Really comfortable. You trying to be winsome, bounty hunter?
I will accept that input in place of Daddy Avatar. Thank you.
Come on. You rest up.
But yeah, like again, goblin sharks can shoot their jaws forward pretty far. But have you ever seen what a sand tiger can do? A sand tiger can basically do the same as a goblin shark, more or less. It's just it looks more pronounced on a goblin shark because they got that weird rostrum on the front. Because shark jaws aren't attached to their skull, so
Got Brown here. Ah, Mr. Brown. Come on now.
but welcome in, Avatar. How you doing? You've showed up in time to see the stream actually working, as opposed to like the 20 to 30 minutes I had to spend troubleshooting it to try and get it to run right. Oop, oop, oop. I'm sure. Instead. Oh yeah, goblin sharks. They're a deep sea shark with a long, like, pointy face. like a goblin. Google them. They're pretty cool. They're pink. They're like this weird pinky color.
Pays right here. You make you work for it?
He dueled me, so I'd say that's a yes. Honest, Stubby.
Thank you, fella.
You alright, girl?
All right, let's mosey. Goblin D Sharks. Goblin D Sharks indeed. Which is actually, that's actually a character I had spec'd up for a D&D campaign potentially. He was going to be a goblin named Goblin D, exactly so I could do that whole Goblin D's nuts joke. Hey, got him. But no, that was literally the whole point of the character, just so I could introduce myself to everyone I met as Goblin D of Goblin D's nuts. Actually, where am I going? Oh hell yeah, all the way over here. Actually, let's do some tax collecting. Man owes me a debt. Oh yeah, tassel lobbygongs with the suck. If I could do a pog face with this model, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. But yeah, so like that's the thing. So with fish, right? The thing is, because they live in an aquatic environment, they live in a viscous solution. Oh, that is a cliff. I do not want to ride over that. Yeah, because they live in a viscous solution. The problem is that they try to grab something. The bow wave of water pushes whatever they're trying to grab away from them. It makes being a predatory fish kind of awkward. So the reason why sharks have their protrusible jaws is so that they can grab stuff in front of them easier. Moray eels have their little pharyngeal jaws, so that's slightly different. And yeah, teleost fish, their mouths shoot forward, and what that actually does is it creates a vacuum because the mouth expands, which sucks fish in. They go and suck in whatever they're trying to eat. Look up slingjaw wrasse. Slingjaw wrasse are one of my favorite fish. Yeah, I do love me some viscous medium. How would you like your steak tonight, sir? Viscous medium, thank you. Oh yes, viscous medium, an excellent choice, sir. But yeah, no, I definitely think I enjoy, as much as I am an aquatic reptile, I enjoy living an air-breathing life much more than a obligatory aquatic one. Wait a minute, how is there a wobbegong that lives in a pond in the Blue Mountains? Wobbegongs are a saltwater fish. Last I check, Blue Mountains ain't so salty. I'm suspecting what you probably saw was a short fin eel, but that'll I don't know. What's a bottom dwelling, like a bottom dwelling freshwater fish that we have? Lungfish maybe? I don't know. I don't know my freshwater fish that well. Well, let's say walking simulator, but horse riding simulator. I do love this game for the ambience though. But yes, in short, living in a viscous medium, you gotta have that suck. But living on land, you don't need the suck quite as much. The suck can be a useful skill, but not an essential one. Ooh, campfire. Can we make a friend? Ooh. $70 bounty on me here. Can we make friend? Friend? New hat? think I will. I wanna pet the doggo.
So what brings you to these parts?
I'm here to pet your dog, sir.
Well, I'm glad of the company, if I'm honest.
I'm here to.
Past 6 months or so, I ain't
Yeah.
been around many people.
Good boy.
Regular
Good
folks,
boy.
at least. Ain't sure if you heard of a group called the Shalonians. I guess you could call it a religion. Obsessed with turtles, which maybe should have struck me stranger sooner.
Why is it that strange, sir? You're talking to a turtle right now.
You wouldn't believe it. Folks always say I'm too trusting.
Tell me of the Chelonians.
From Adam, and here you are sitting at my fire. Anyway, I'm more or less handing my life over to them. I met a very persuasive feller in Saint Denis. Anders, his name
Top
was.
10 strangest shark species. Number 2, the gulper eel. The gulper eel is not actually a shark, but we couldn't find anything to fit out the list.
Real poor living, kind of behavior the devil himself would be ashamed of. They promised me safety, salvation, paradise.
Tell me more.
They're appealing to
Tell me more about this Church of Turtles.
Got to the point where I'd given them every cent I had, and I was ready to fall them off a cliff. I just got out in time. Maybe it was the turtles, or maybe it was just I didn't have the spine to go through with it. All seems ridiculous now looking back. But things will do for answers, huh? Anyway, sorry to ramble on. I should get back to it.
Alright, thank you, friend. Thank you for disrupting me from, putting... Let me praise... Pat the dog. Pat the dog. Oh, fuck, is that a bounty hunter right here?
Hey, boy.
Don't interrupt me while I'm patting the dog. Okay, thank you. Alright, the dog patting is concluded. Ah yes, Megalodon. That shark that, you know, we encounter on a frequent basis. Oh, fuck off, bounty hunters. Okay. Time to ante up. Time to ante up. Oop. Where's my rolling block? Lancaster. Alright, it's murdering time. Number 1, the Megalodon. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. YouTube is full of, like, enjoyable yet garbage. Alright, let me stalk these men. These bounty hunting bastards. Actually, no, I don't think these... Oh, you know, those guys are the bounty hunters. Oh, damn it. Okay, well. There goes that plant. I'm putting the dead in Red Dead Redemption tonight. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about YouTube is that it's all based on clicks and views. There's no real, I guess you could say, quality rating on the video. You can't really be like, hey, yeah, this is a really well done video versus this is hot garbage.
Been a while, girl. Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm trying to think. What was... I watched something recently where I was like, yeah, this is just 5 kinds of wrong. Versus Mandrill. I'm going to say Tassel Wobbegong simply just because of the fact that, like, people kind of vaguely know what mandrills are. Like, people have watched The Lion King. They're like, hey, Rafiki, that weird blue baboon thing. And like, people know how fucked up mandrills are with their crazy teeth and all that shit. Whereas I feel like no one really knows what a wobbegong is unless you're Australian. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the wobbegong, but like everything's underrated. It's like I had a friend of mine recently going nuts over grasshopper photos. Well, I don't know about that. I actually know quite a few people who know what bowhead whales are. Granted, we don't get them down here, but the main thing about bowhead whales is just the fact that they live so goddamn long. That and they got the big head, like, oh, I can't do the face, but they got that big, like frowny face. We got anything down here? Oh, question mark. True. The one that I find really interesting is the one that I can't. Is it the porcuito? I can't pronounce its name. It's the little tiny dolphin that lives off the coast of Mexico, and there's only like 200 left. Because unfortunately, they're the size of like a large tuna, and they get caught as bycatch for other fish. Unfortunately.
Can I get 5 minutes without a fan badgering me?
Who are you, sir? You can't get 5 minutes.
Hello, chum.
Chum?
Do you want an autograph or a photograph?
I don't know who the hell you are, sir.
People often get nervous, but there's really no need to. I'm just a normal guy who, well, happens to be very famous.
Okay. Who are you?
Jeremy Gill.
Jeremy Gill, great name for a fisherman.
I've written a lot of books. I'm in the newspaper all the time. Here's one from the New Hanover.
Ain't much for reading, sir.
A few years back, and this is a book I wrote. Huh? I wrote it.
Good for you.
Man,
You don't know who I am?
that's the reaction you get when you say, "Oh yeah, I wrote a book." People are like, "Oh, okay."
You too. Arthur.
Sure you want a
Anyway,
photo?
Not right now.
You know, mothers, they often offer me their daughters.
Just for a photograph?
No, to marry. But I say no. I'm married to the fish.
okay.
You're famous for fishing?
Very.
And that pays well?
Pretty well.
Oh,
What I
what's the
mostly do
character's
is
name
sell
from
fans
Troy
some
McClure?
fish.
Troy McClure,
Fish?
married to the
Let
fish.
me show you. Come with me.
And you're selling these?
Yes. How many do you want? If you get 3, we could do a photograph together, like actual friends.
No, I'm fine. It's sort of ridiculous.
Listen, chum. People love it, and I could sell even more fish if I had them.
So what am I doing?
It helps them to know that out there's some man fighting with Neptune on a daily basis and winning.
Okay.
Fighting with Neptune.
Can't catch enough of them.
Neptune, strike you down, Winslow.
Fish a little.
You do? Well, in that case, send them to me. Of course, not if they're too rotten. Do you like that bass? I'd sell this for
That bass.
$50. I'd give you.
There you go. Have a look at that bass.
Fish.
Ooh, my card and a map.
Well, maybe I shall.
Only the decent ones. They have to be at least 24 inches in length and 10 pounds in weight. No one wants to imagine Jeremy Gill catching a tiddler. There's no money in tiddlers.
So I hear.
Alright, so this is a fishing quest. Alright, I ain't got no interest in fishing quests. I've been doing too much fishing lately as it is. Also just spooked a pheasant, very good. No, my favorite matchup in terms of fights is Rattus Fuscapes, right? Versus Rattus Rattus. So, what are these things? Well, let's start backwards. Rattus Rattus is, of course, the black rat. Introduced to Australia, not native. Now, the thing with... So there are 2 introduced species of rat in Australia. There's Rattus rattus and Rattus novegicus. Rattus novegicus is the brown rat. Rattus rattus is the black rat. Now, Australia is weird in that most places where rats have been introduced, the brown rat is the dominant one. It has the widest distribution. For reasons that we haven't been able to figure out yet, the black rat is actually the dominant rat in Australia. However, black rats are, shall we say, pussies. They don't like to fight, right? If they get met with aggression, they're like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm out. Rattus fuscipes is the Australian native bush rat, right? I love these guys because they are little thugs, right? They do this thing called stereotypical behavior when they encounter another rat. Doesn't even matter if it's their own species or not, because they basically can't tell the difference. They're just like, hey, you're a rat. They go through a set of standardized behaviors, which involves like approaching, posturing, and boxing. Basically, they punch on. So what essentially happens is, if what's been found is that Rattus fuscipes, the bush rat, will push out black rats from its territory. And areas where there are bush rats basically have lower concentrations of black rat. Because what happens is, when they encounter each other, the black rat goes, oh, hello, other rat. And the bush rat goes, do you want to fight, cunt? At which point the black rat goes, no, I don't, and leaves. And it's the most Australian thing on the planet, which is why I love them. They're tiny little thugs. It's like, let's take this outside. But yes, I love our tiny little native thug rats. Them and the Ricali, the water rat. But yeah, that's why I think it's my favorite Animal Kingdom fight. Yeah, Ricali are adorable as well, even though they have incredibly high nematode parasite loads. Do not eat the Ricali meat. Okay, do not cause trouble in roads. Oof. Of course the Hydra won. Because they're, pretty sure they're Nidarians. They're in the same family as them. The one that was getting me kind of recently was, they had one of those BBC documentaries. Oh. Can I help you, fella?
You give me some money.
Sure, have $1. But yeah, there's some BBC footage of a
Say where you from?
where am I from? Around, yep.
Ain't from around here.
Nope.
If I was you, I'd leave.
Oof.
Town lost his goddamn soul a long time ago. Nothing but nasty, miserable people.
Yeah?
Yeah, ever since them Greys moved here, a bunch of no-good white trash. Yeah, they somehow got rich. About 50 years ago, they moved here, caused a whole heap of trouble. Yeah, I reckon they
Law.
reckon they was Yankee spies during the war and everything.
That's so.
Yeah, sure.
Ah, Althhytham, welcome in. Welcome in. We're playing some Red Dead Redemption and talking about weird animal stuff. Yeah, the one I was just about to talk about was yeah, there was some BBC footage that was floating around of tiny toads getting eaten by giant leeches, and it was concerning. Hello, fella. Is there a rumble going on?
Well, welcome, partner. First time?
Mm. Well, I mean, technically leeches aren't bugs, but yeah, they are a bit concerning. Hello. I really wish my right click was working correctly.
Howdy.
Howdy, fella.
Don't look quite right.
I don't know. I can understand that some folks don't like insects, but one of my best friends is an entomologist. She specializes in insects. So whether I liked them or not, I'd be hearing about them, but I've got an appreciation for them. I don't know. I kind of make a point of trying to love the unloved.
You want a fitting?
Do I want a fitting? No, I don't want a fitting for a coffin. I want my money.
Gwen Hughes, stop picking out a box for yourself. If you don't got that money, you owe Leopold.
Okay, that's good animation.
I don't. I need more time.
casket for you, or you want another?
Wait.
Give me the money.
For you.
Give me the money, boy.
Well, come with me to the churchyard.
Are we grave robbing?
Stay close.
Are we grave robbing? Also, aside from the not liking the bugs, how you doing? I'll hype them.
This ain't right.
Welcome in.
I mean, I'll get you your money, but well, you'll see.
We're grave robbing. We are 100% grave robbing.
Money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but it ain't exactly right what we're doing.
You ain't the first to put his hand in the collection box, and you won't be the last. Rest a little easier knowing church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time
Oof,
began.
based Arthur.
Well, like I
Arthur with the
said,
correct church opinions.
the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
Yeah, we're grave robbing. We are digging up graves. See, here's the thing. I don't think it's necessarily that sea cucumbers are basic. I think the issue is, right, so Nidarians, how their stingers work, how nematocysts work,
It ain't in there.
is they use osmotic gradient. So they detect a difference in the concentration of the salinity around them. So in seawater, they're like, seawater, yes, very nice. And then when something like us or a fish gets near them, they go, that's slightly less salty. Fire the harpoons. So what I suspect is the cucumbers are equivalent salinity to the water around them, and so the jellyfish is just like, I can't detect anything.
Don't hurt nobody. We don't want no fuss.
Can I get you all to leave?
I ain't no one around.
Just my auntie?
Your auntie's long past prudishness.
You two might want to find somewhere a little more private.
We was fine until you got here, mister. Good day now.
This is what you get for being heathens in the house of the Lord. Woman, I am going to... Mouse button.
Get out of here, kids. Move!
Come on. I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your
This is the house of the Lord. Yeah, no, they do have eyes. Ma'am.
Look at this. Overgrown and all.
They have 4 eyes. They have 1 on each corner if memory serves.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned up.
Thank you, ma'am. Alright, Gwyn, let's get this shit sorted.
All clear.
Get me my money.
Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
This man, he gonna run. I'm gonna have to chase him. And I'll be honest with you, I ain't got no problem with digging up graves, because the French tradition is actually you bury a body for a little while, and then once it's done, you dig them up again and put the bones in an ossuary. So, goodbye, ma'am.
Hello there,
I'm
sir.
sorry, ma'am. The church grounds are closed for maintenance work.
Ah, yes.
Well, it's about time to.
How unfortunate that we live in the era before the high-vis vest was invented. Arthur can't just put on a high-vis vest and be like, doing work, sir. Doing work. Oh, very busy. Is there anyone else? Or if I just go stand here, is this the gate? Oh yeah, this fellow's coming. Or maybe not. See, I don't know why I gotta watch the gate. Like, this dude is like the town coffin maker. I wouldn't be surprised if he did dig up graves on a semi-regular basis. Oh, that's a train. I hope my horse is okay. Doot doot. I've got a big Oop. Okay, no, I do gotta go back here. Oh, yeah. Here's some fellas look like they want to come in, dig some graves.
There's everyone else. That's how it is. Things was done on merit. You and me'd be running things.
Hey, look, we're closed for some excavation work. Would you mind?
No, I ain't gonna mind you at all. You carry on with your business.
Oh, hell no, sir.
This fella. Oh, damn choir boy.
Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
They're gonna be coughing on their teeth.
I heard him all right.
Just punch on. Oh, how dare you slap me?
You gonna get a whooping.
I'm gonna punch you and take your hat. Ow. Ow, I'm getting my ass beat. Fucking... Oh, did you pull a shiv on me? Oh.
People here mighty soft around here.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Ah, god damn it. Why is the heal key all the way over on I? Okay. I was doing fine until the guy decided to shank me.
All clear.
All right. Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this.
Coughing on that knife. Ugh. How do you like your knife to my chest style? Can't beat it, can you? Alright, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am.
You're gone.
Church grounds are closed for maintenance work.
Well, it's about time too. The place was in need of some care and attention.
Cone snails do have interesting radulas, and the teeth are harpoons. Each one with its own little venom sac. Snails in general just have interesting tongues. This is why I think that snail girls are an underestimated, like, monster girl design, and I feel like we need more snail VTubers. Yeah, I have not been stung because I make a great point of trying to avoid things that actually can do that shit to me. I'm pretty cautious when it comes to sticking my hands in like holes and shit like that. I did do some coastal work where I found some nudibranchs, so that was fun. Because nudibranchs have stingers, but they actually steal them from jellyfish. They basically steal the nematocysts from jellyfish and then just like wear them. Which I think is really cool. I love the fact that it's like, yoink, my stingers now. Alright. Where these motherfuckers gonna come from? I want to punch them and steal their hats. I gotta punch them, otherwise I'll get in trouble. Hang on a second, what's... So I'm trying to remember what block is. Block's like G, I think, or is that grab? Because yes, unfortunately some of the control layout in this game is a little bit awkward for using mouse and keyboard. I'm pretty sure it was designed for controller first, so it's kind of a bit But I don't want to switch to controller because I don't like it as much. I use controller for flight sims and then basically nothing else. So while we're waiting, anyone know any good jokes? All right, I got one. So there's a guy, he goes into church every day, right? And he goes to the church and he sits in a pew and he prays and he says, "Oh Lord God, I've been ever so faithful. I've been ever so, kind and charitable, and I've done all these good things in your name. Please just let me win the lottery. Please just let me win the lottery and my life will be set. Amen. Thank you, Lord." Leaves. Every day he comes on back in, he's just like, "Lord, man, I've done all this good work for you. you know, I've been so kind and everything. Please just let me win the lottery. And he does this like every day. He just comes on in and he's like, yeah, just let me win the lottery. And one day, a beam of light comes down to him as he's praying. And he hears a voice say, my son. And he says, Lord, is that you? He says, yes, my son. Lord, please, I've prayed every day. I've been ever so good. Could you let me win the lottery? And God says, meet me halfway. Buy a ticket for once. If I had a rim shot, I'd play it right now. Ka-doom. Well, to be fair, a lot of stuff with stingers, like jellyfish and stuff like that, they will sting you multiple times if you interact with them. Because, like, nematocysts have a venom sac. They will keep on pumping venom into you so long as they're attached to you, basically. Same with a bunch of other things like that. Bee stingers do the same thing. It's actually the reason why a lot of marine stuff with stingers is osmo dependent. Depends on the osmotic gradient, which is why you should use salt water, not fresh water, to wash it off. Ah, here they come. These motherfuckers. So, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Hey, look, we're closed for some excavation work. Would you mind?
No, I ain't gonna mind you at all. You carry on with your business, we'll carry on with ours. This fella. Oof.
Damn choir boy.
Don't you oof me, sir. Gonna oof this fist.
Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
You hear this fella?
I do. Squaring up time. Fucking get on the ground. Fighting in the churchyard. Yeah, fucking get down. Oop. Give me your shit. Alright, now which hat do I want? I want this one. My Achilles tendons or Achilles ligaments because yeah, my mother told me when I was much younger that she saw someone do it once and she was like, yeah, it was like a gunshot going off and then their leg just went bleh. I'm like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that.
What you find?
She had a brooch here. Looks like diamonds.
Oh yeah, it looks like diamonds. Come on. Give me the diamonds.
This'll do.
Give me the diamonds, Italian Spider-Man.
Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Can't believe it's come to this.
Oof.
All right, well,
She ain't exactly fresh.
I'm out of here. That's more than clear what I owe you.
See, a properly embalmed corpse should not actually go that color yet, I don't think. Well, it depends on how long it's been buried, but yes. Because normally when you embalm a corpse, you take out most of the stuff that'll rot in, like the blood and things like that, and replace it with formaldehyde. I ain't gonna go see Dutch. I'm gonna go see whoever GR is. The Grey Wool Mill. Where's Hans? Yeah, here you go. Come on, girl.
Partner?
Hey, partner.
Morning, sir. I do like how you can just walk around and like greet people. I'm not social enough for it, but I would love to just one day just go to a place. Just walk around being like, good morning. Morning, partner. To everyone. Hear gunfire. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get back here and face us like a man, you coward! Goddamn Braithwaite's sneaking about here! Move it, goddammit! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Just a fella. I'm just a...
If you're got anything to do with them Braithwaites, then you better just keep on.
No, I'm trying to defuse. I'm just
Passing through, don't mean to intrude on your politics.
all right. Looks like we got some Hatfield McCoys going on. Now let me just onto your land. I would like to talk to fella. I'll leave that gate open because I'm not a country boy. Kaliga Hall. Looks like a nice place. Looks like they're growing tobacco. Hunts. These guys gate gonna challenge me.
What do you want, boy? This here the Gray Plantation?
Yep, Caliga Hall, and that's as close as you're getting to it.
Hey, look, I've been helping the sheriff with some trouble. Wanted me to have a word with a few of the folks on the property here.
Emmett Lee. All right, have a word, but I ain't got the time to help you.
Obliged.
Oh. Dude was starting to draw on me. Alright. That's concerning. Thanks, fella. The vote of confidence is inspiring. Hans, stay here.
Hey, I was hoping you'd talk a moment. I'm a student of the history of the region, and,
I ain't the one to speak to. Try Master Bo. Think he's down there by the wood store. Boy's got all the time in the world.
Okay then, girl.
Wood store it is. Kinda want to shoot that bell, but I know I shouldn't. Why would you read a book down by the wood store? I mean, I guess it is trees.
I'll see you at the sheriff's office.
Nope, there we are, just twitching a bit.
We friends?
Arthur's in need of his daily whiskey.
I guess.
We don't get a lot of traveling men here, and suddenly there's a whole phalanx of mysterious but strangely helpful Yankees about the place.
Oh, we're in the south, goddamn. Oh,
Looking for something.
ugh, the south.
Secret's safe with me.
What secret?
I got a secret of my own.
Are you secretly normal?
Excuse me?
Never mind.
The thing is, I don't care if you kill
Deep down south in the land of traitors, rattlesnakes and alligators, come away, come away, come away now.
Love tends to be complicated.
We're Cotton's king and men are chattels. Yankee boys will win their battles. Come away, come away, come away.
We Grays have been loyal to the state and murderers to the Braithwaites for so long now, no one can even quite explain why. Beyond blind loyalty.
Yeah, you're thinking with your dick, son. I know you're in love with the Braithwaite girl.
While she's amazing.
This ain't gonna end well.
Future. She's like tomorrow. If tomorrow turns out fine.
Well, I'm sorry.
She's like a woman from the future. She's an anime cat girl on the internet.
Seems unseemly.
I'll pay. I've got money. We Grays, we've always got money. No brains, mine, but money.
Well, in that case.
I know she loves to sit out in the gazebo on the edge of the Braithwaite property. Take her this letter and this bracelet, please.
What do you reckon the girl's not into him?
Look out for their guards. They're worse with strangers than ours are.
Alright. I gotta sneak in. Actually, where's my haunts? Haunts? Haunts, are you eating the tobacco? Haunts. What did I tell you about eating their foliage? Also, who'd have a hedge garden out in the arse middle of nowhere? This is the sort of shit I hate. They did it in Australia as well, where they'd be like, we live in the middle of a fucking desert. You know what? We're gonna waste all of our money building gardens. Gardens that require a shit ton of water just to prove that we're rich, because we can have them. What do I know on history? What don't I know on history? Actually, a lot, because there's a fucking lot of history. But no, I know a lot of history. I have two degrees from university. I have one in biology and one in history. History degree with honors, thank you very much. So I know plenty of history. Just depends on where. But I don't know. I like to have a pretty broad net of kind of general stuff, but my specialty is mainly like early 20th century, so like kind of industrial revolution, basically modern stuff, pre-modern to modern, basically. But if you have a question, ask away, and I'll answer it. Or if I don't know the answer, I'll make something up. Links between Typhon and Alexander the Great? Kind of. I know, I'll be honest with you. Well, there's two parts to this. First one is, I know more of Alexander than I do of Typhon. My knowledge of Typhon is actually pretty limited, whereas Alexander I actually know decent enough. Well, no, like Avatar. We all know that the history of the economics of Ligmanuts, Kenya, starts with the infamous King Gaddam. Who was, of course, followed by his son, the much less effective Sugma, King Sugma. Yeah, so yeah, to be fair, I don't know that much about Typhon, and the other point is, when you say the links between the two, you're gonna have to give me some operative definitions here, man. What do you mean by links? As in, they just had similarities in how they conducted their business? Or, you know, like literal links of like, they're the same person or whatever? Well, not even the same person, but you know what I'm saying, like. Because, like, for instance, you could say, what are the links between Karl Marx and Abraham Lincoln? And you'd be surprised because they were actually pen pals. So you literally have a link there in that they actually knew each other. I'm creeping around. Like with Egypt. Again, you're going to have to elaborate a bit. Like, I know Alexander established the Ptolemaic, well, Alexander indirectly established the Ptolemaic dynasties in Egypt, in that, wait a minute, was Typhon one of the Ptolemaic generals? I can't remember. Because, yeah, so Alexander the Great, in a relatively short amount of time, basically conquers the entire Mediterranean and parts of the Middle East. I'm creeping around here, but you can't see me. Yeah, established control over Egypt. And then when he died, all of his various generals split, and one of the ones that was established was the Ptolemy established himself in Egypt as the Ptolemaic dynasty, which was the dynasty of Cleopatra. She was a descendant of Ptolemy, which is topical at the moment because they've just made a... Oh, fuck off. Yep, I'm gonna run away. Because they'll just think, hey, he's just running away like we told him to. But actually, I'm not gonna do what I was told. These guards are really shit. And yeah, to be fair, like, again, ancient history I know a bit, but, well, I guess say classical history. But yeah, when it comes to that sort of stuff, my base of knowledge leans more towards Athens and also a bit more Roman stuff. But again, my specialty is not in classical stuff. My specialty is in like modern stuff. So like, actually pre-Victorian, probably like industrial age England, industrial age Europe, I guess, through to now is my main area of specialty. My actual area of expertise is World War II, Australia, like interbellum, so from about 1920 through to about 1950, industry and armaments development. That's my actual specialty. I have written a few things about it, but it is not my job, and so unfortunately I've gotten a little bit lazy because I've had other things to do with my time. Ma'am, this was a really easy sneak. Like, that one guard chased me off, and I'm like, cool. Hello, ma'am.
Are you Penelope Braithwaite?
Well, yes, I am.
I've got a letter for you.
Are you the woman from the future?
And a gift.
A letter and a gift. Well, we don't even know each other.
Well, it's not from me. It's from,
From Bo.
Oh.
Oh,
She does like him. That's cute.
Strange.
Oh.
Yes, he's a little strange, but also so human. The rest of our families are stuck in the dark.
Strange but human. Ain't that just about every VTuber?
People, perhaps. Bo's different. But if they find out, they'll kill him and send me to live someplace.
Thank you for the tea, ma'am. Actually, it's probably mint julep.
You ever been to Ohio, sir?
No.
Ohio gozaimasu.
My uncle has a factory there. He was sort of the black sheep on account of having left, but now they tolerate him because he's a vicious snob. Families are there's something else. You got a family, sir?
No, not really.
Well, they tolerate him because of the money. But me, with my ideas above my station, they can't stand.
That sounds pretty complicated. I don't know quite what to say.
Well, nothing to say except I hope they all rot. I don't. Well, maybe a bit. But here, if you see Bo again, will you give this to him?
Are we becoming the courier? We gotta run letters between these two. Ooh, okay. Now clearly this is much harder. I think I will take an aquatic leave. Actually, is there a boat? Can I steal a boat? Maybe, or maybe I'll just swim. Yes, we're going commando. Going commando, boys. See, I don't know about that. The thing with that one, right? People are like, oh, Sargon of Akkad. It's like, yeah, Sargon of Akkad's the first one we broadly know of. Oh, don't drown. Don't drown on me, son. But that's one of those annoying things of Eurocentricity in that we only really have a lot of that knowledge because it was preserved in the Middle Eastern like archives. Like, it was preserved at places like the University of Baghdad, which we then of course promptly raided when we went across in the Crusades. So we got all that knowledge, but there's a lot of knowledge from other parts of the world. Like, again, there's some pretty fair cases to be made that there were kingdoms in China and stuff like that that predated Sargon of Akkad. China and India, the subcontinent. Someone's having a good time. Okay. Is there a reason why there's a woman locked in the outhouse? This is deeply concerning. Ma'am? Let's try something. Damn it, bounty hunters are after me. Oh well, I'll be back for you, ma'am. Don't I move? Well. That was an outcome. Ah, damn it. What? How did that guy quickfire me that good? Alright, well. We're definitely putting the dead in Red Dead Redemption tonight. Okay, well, let me take this back to Bo. Once. Assorted biscuits. Dutch, I'm going to ignore you for now. Ain't got time for you, Dutch. Fuck you. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, the awkward thing with saying that, hey, there was like 17 known rules or whatever, that sometimes gets a little bit awkward because you get royal names and stuff like that. A great example is Carolus Rex, Charles XII of Sweden. He wasn't actually the 12th. I think he was actually like 5th or something like that. But it's the whole Charles XII thing because they claim lineage through some other line or whatever. So it's a whole thing. No, but speaking of tablets though, do you want to know what my favorite clay tablet is? So there is a clay tablet. I believe it's held in... Oh, we're working for the Greys now. Nice. Yeah, so there's a tablet. I believe it's held in one of the museums in London. and it is the world's oldest complaint letter. It is from a merchant named Nani in Sumeria, and it is complaining about a guy called Ea Nasir, right? Now, Ea Nasir was a merchant of copper. He sold copper ingots. But the letter details about how Nani, having purchased copper from Ea Nasir, sent his servant to collect the copper. But upon seeing the copper, the servant found that the copper was substandard and refused to accept the copper and instead wanted his, yes, exactly, Nani, literally spelt like that, Nani, refused to accept the copper and then was met with insults. And the whole letter is literally like, you know, my servant, I sent him to collect this copper from Ea Nasir, and, you know, Ea Nasir refused to give him back the money and met my servant, who is a man of honor, with insults. But the best thing about it, right, is where the tablet was found, because the tablet was found in the ruins of an old Sumerian house, surrounded by other tablets of similar nature. So it has led the archaeological community to conclude that the house in question was the house of Ea Nasir, and the dude just fucking kept all the complaint letters that people wrote about him as like a fuck you of like, I don't give a shit about your complaints. So yeah, Ea Nasir, the world's oldest complaint. Well, recorded complaint in cuneiform. Bo.
You got my money?
Sure. Did she give anything? For me?
Yes.
Letter.
I have it?
No. I ain't gonna give it to you.
I can't be bothered. Here, take it.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you. My God. What a woman. This'll get her killed for sure.
What?
Women's suffrage. Around here, they don't even like men voting.
Oof.
You got the monarchy given half the chance. Progress is a dirty word in these parts. Unlike incest. I don't want to marry my cousin Matilda. I want to marry Penelope.
Good choice, son. Good choice. Don't get that Habsburg jaw.
They've done it before. Mister, you gotta help.
No, I'm afraid I don't want no part of it.
I'll pay. My family, we've still got some money.
Fine. Just no more running around.
Also, I'm not surprised that the University of Oxford is older than the Aztec Empire. Empires come and go. They're not necessarily that old of a thing. Great example is the Mongols. Like, the Mongol Empire, really, at its height, only lasted for, like, much like Alexander, only, like, a short period of time, like 15 years or something like that. Because as soon as Genghis died, it split between his sons. It split between Subutai and everyone. We go on to rescue that girl. Is this boy gonna die? I hope not. Rome was relatively long. The tricky one with Rome is the fact that the Empire period lasts for a couple of hundred years, but people often mistakenly roll that in with the Republic and the Kingdom of Rome, which is a much longer period. In terms of length, the Ottoman Empire actually lasted longer. The suffrage movement. Well, when did it start and end? Good question. So, Roman Empire arguably starts around, off the top of my head, Byzantine? No. Well, depends. But even then, when Byzantium ends, Ottoman Turkey begins. And Ottoman Turkey like... So, off the top of my head, when does Byzantine end? Byzantine ends, like, what? 1100 AD? About the 10th century, and then the Ottoman Empire... Hang on, once the dialogue has ended, let me do some quick math.
Miss Calhoun, my friend here says he can drive the wagon.
Well, Olive Calhoun. Normally I like to drive myself, but today I feel like a man joining us sends the right message.
Every day is suffrage. Every day is a voting day.
Protest protest march
Sec.
before
Let me
now?
just.
Well, just treat us like the sheep, and the folks attacking us like the wolves, and I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Shall we go? All right, ladies. We know our song is a good one, and we know our cause is a pure one.
Yes, ma'am.
Let liberty reign. We're mothers, wives,
Come on.
housekeepers, and daughters. We cook the food and we fetch the water, singing songs of freedom and glory. Now, take us down Main Street.
Yeah, so the Byzantine Empire ends around about, yeah, exactly, 1453. The Roman Empire officially starts with Augustus in like 27 BC, right?
Very good, very good. Mr. Morgan, are you an old friend of the movement?
But again, whether or not Byzantine, yeah, I know. I was thinking the start of the Mongol Empire, which is 1100s. But even then, to claim Byzantine has full lineage of Rome is a questionable thing. Formerly Augustus. Because Caesar was never actually emperor. He was crowned as Caesar. Well, he was crowned as emperor posthumously by Augustus when Augustus made himself emperor, basically. But this is what I get when I'm trying to play a video game and talk history at the same time. But it's the same with you can argue like, oh, the Holy Roman Empire, it has Roman in the name. Because it depends, because arguably the Roman Empire ends with the sacking of Rome in like, what, 5th century?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a great day for all of us. For today is the day we begin to live as equals. Yes, equal, sir. Fair and equal.
This is unnatural. This is nonsense.
Fair, equal, and free, just as the founding fathers intended.
Yeah, there is the triumvirate, but that is not an empire. Like, again, he's not emperor. That's the reason that he gets killed, is because people think he's going to declare himself emperor.
Hello, darling cousin. Don't you ever speak to me like that.
Oh, the sassy mustache man.
Go help Bo. His cousin is a moron. Stop them from ruining the speech.
You need to learn yourself some manners, cousin. Haven't you got anything better to do?
Oh, you always was
Bo,
a cocky little...
weren't we just leaving?
Who the hell is this?
Follow me around here.
Are we gonna beat this man around the corner? Hell yes, I hope we are. I wish to punch the fat man.
Come on, Bo. Let's go. Quick now.
We're gonna mount our horse.
We gotta go before they think twice. Oh, Lord. Follow me. I know a place. It's an old battlefield no one goes to.
Or can we stay and beat these guys up? I want to beat up the fat man.
You don't want to go back, hear the speeches? I ain't voted before, but kind of getting hot for voting rights.
I don't know whether to take you seriously, Mr. Morgan. My cousins are my primary concern right now. If everyone knows about Penelope and me...
Everyone knows about Penelope and you. I know about Penelope and you, and I've been here all of 10 minutes.
Oh, Arthur.
Sooner it's resolved.
The sooner it's dealt with, you mean? We're dealt with. Our families, the Greys and the Braithwaites, we bury our secrets, and we bury them deep.
I like Arthur. I like the fact he's just a salty old man.
You know, Catherine Braithwaite's got a daughter. No one's seen her in years.
Oh, I found the daughter.
Right? You know, and Penelope said...
I ain't heard about daughters. I heard about gold.
But Yankee gold? I fear that's just a story, Mr. Morgan. I don't know. It's awful.
Nobody died. Ain't that awful?
My cousins are vindictive bastards. My brothers are vindictive bastards. My cousins are worse.
They started it.
I know, but
You should leave.
I will. As soon as I have enough money. When my family... We have money, but I don't.
Is your family very rich?
Yes, well, I believe so. But, they keep me out of the discussions. I have more of a... artistic temperament, so...
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yes. Oh, you made a joke.
Oh man, I'm with Arthur on this.
I do.
Well,
Artistic
figure it out.
temperament.
Maybe you can die for her as well.
I thought you were trying to make me feel better.
Look, I gotta go.
Me too. Oh, damn! I'm gonna be late. My uncle is quite as bad as you would imagine. Here, your payment.
Thank you for the money, sir.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I like the kid. He's an idiot, but I like him. Alright, what do we got on the map? What can we... The Dutch. Who is this? Or is that Mr. Gill? No. Interesting. Wait, what? How? Marcus Aurelius is like 500 years after Augustus. Like Marcus Aurelius was well into the Roman Empire. I mean, like, nah, even the Marian reforms, you couldn't make a point of that, because the Marian reforms are still in the Kingdom of Rome. Yeah, the Empire... Really, the Empire starts with Augustus. When he actually makes himself emperor. Not that Marcus Aurelius. Well, how many Marcus Aureliuses are there? It ain't like Pliny, where you got like Pliny the Elder in that.
Hold on there. A minute of your time. Let's get us a closer look at this one here. Round here, strangers gotta cough up payment. Get down from there. You hear me?
F.
Despite what you seem to think, I ain't one for chat.
Ah, not this is gone. Ye and or whore. Oh crap! Shit. Okay, it's ye whoring time. Oh, no, okay. We're whoring. We're dying. I really need to get my mouse fixed. Not being able to aim sucks. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Hopefully that fixes it. Well, I made $30 and promptly lost 56. But welcome in, not this again. I have indeed yeed my last whore. You got here just in time to see me yee my last whore. Get my shit absolutely wrecked. I should maybe get off the train tracks. My horse has had bad previous interactions with trains. Have some provisions. Oh, canned strawberries, delicious. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. All right. Everything seems to be working, hopefully. So let's equip our repeater. Yeah, relatively accurate. Yes, Brokeback Mountain, that was certainly a film. think it was like what, Heath Ledger's second last film after the Dark. Well, it was before the Dark Knight. There was a really good theory online at one point, which was like, if you cut together Brokeback Mountain and The Dark Knight, it's a story of a cowboy who then becomes a serial killer or whatever.
There we go.
Yeah, I haven't played online. I've heard that it's it's a bit rough. Actually, let me put my firearm away.
I don't believe you just stumbled across my camp like that. Get the hell out of my sight!
Just minding my own business.
Sorry, sir. Hello, horse. I am leaving. But yes, is it worth giving multiplayer a shot for Red Dead? Because I'm really enjoying the storyline. Like, I'm liking just wandering around, getting shot, and finding weird shit to do. Ooh, plant? Plant. Give me the herb. Yeah. I've heard the bottom one, not necessarily that common, but yeah, that's a lot of what I've heard is just you go out and try and go fishing and some asshole comes and tries to murder you. It's the same with whatchamacallit. What's that one? Titanfall. A lot of people say like Titanfall's a great game, but they're like, hey, don't bother playing it because of the fact that it's full of bots. Boaz. Ma'am?
Yes, Miss O'Shea.
Ah, call me Molly, would you?
Oh, hello.
He's Dutch. I mean, how does he seem to you?
About the same as usual, I guess.
I really love him. you
Oof,
know.
the hair ain't so good now that I turned down the graphics.
Like he always says, loyalty is everything, so...
Arthur! Excuse me, Miss O'Shea.
What you want?
I bring a gift. The great gift of information.
So you got some tip-off, so now I can risk my neck and make you some money while you lounge around.
You know, Arthur, bitterness, it works on the inside as well as on your sour face.
If you say so. But you could go find some other fool to run your errands.
Bill, come on over here.
Oh, great. As soon as he says some other fool.
Charles.
Bill.
Are you talking about? Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said.
Yeah, I'll do it. As long as you ride with him.
Are we just getting reverse psychology into doing what he wants?
Yes, you are a compulsive liar.
No need to be like that. Charles, have I ever lied to you?
Yes.
I hardly know you.
Exactly. Now, you boys should do this. It's easy, and I'll only take a small commission for my information. But it's now or never.
Then it's never.
Yep, never.
God help me. Fine, I'll do it.
Well, what is it?
It's a supply wagon carrying.
Oh,
papers,
payroll wagon. Hell yes.
Briefly unguarded, apparently, as it passes through a crossroads near here where there's an old ruined church before it connects with the rest of the wagon train. Very easy pickings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
You are a sick man, Arthur Morgan. A very sick man indeed.
All right. Looks like we're doing a robbery.
How you get wind of this, old man? We only been down here all of 5 minutes.
Well, wow, you boys been off fishing or playing lawman or whatever the hell you've been doing.
Because what is there to do in multiplayer? I'm assuming there's just like NPCs you can go around and rob or whatever.
Williamson, that's fine by me. Do us all a favor. Head home.
Just give it a rest, you two.
Just have a little faith for once, will you? I've been scoping jobs like this since you fellers were knee-high to a grasshopper.
Once a decade, maybe. So what is Jack?
Well, I told you. There's a wagon with a lockbox passes through
Give me one.
every week. Okay, hold up here.
We should cover our faces.
They'll be passing through the crossroads up ahead. When? Soon, Williamson. Christ's sakes. I should be due any time now.
Let's keep this quiet and clean. Nobody needs to die here.
Apologies, I had someone who wanted to talk to me. I'm doing a thing.
There. You see, gentlemen?
Aha, there it is. Okay. No shortage of interruptions tonight. We spent about 25 minutes trying to get things working at the start. Oh. Hey, there we go.
Don't try anything stupid, and we won't do anything unkind.
You know, boys, I don't want to get
Good
shot.
choice. Don't get
This
shot.
is a mistake. I work for Cornwall Kerosene and Tar. Mr. Leviticus.
Ah, we robbed him once. Let's rob him again.
So you know him.
Doesn't. I hear he's
Well, technically, for a long time, she owned more or less the entirety of Australia.
Oh, he'll miss it.
Okay, why don't you check out round the back? Arthur, help me out here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds a lot more comprehensive than I thought. I literally thought it was mostly just like people shooting each other. I literally just thought it was just like PvP gunfighting.
Okay, we're looking good. Must be near the
Give me that money.
Shit! Hey! Think I see something?
But yeah, the queen owned, well, the queen owned because she's dead now, but anything that was crown land, so let's ride. I don't think I want to get into a gunfight considering how poorly I've done for the rest of the evening. Run! Run, boy! Best British ruler? That's a tough question. Considering that I'm a Republican and I don't like the monarchy, best British ruler. That's a good question. I don't know. William of Orange, maybe? Because he wasn't British. Well, I mean, 9 days on the throne is 9 days more than most of us. But arguably 9 days too many, because down with the monarchy. Yeet.
Let's hide in here. Quick! Come on, go!
Go on, get out of here. Get out of here, go on. I'll see you later. Alright.
Just randomly letting their horses run off.
Stay until dark, then we'll sneak out of here. Charles, you keep watch for now. Sure. Well, we, get some rest.
Yeah, fair. But, well, I mean, yeah, good point. I was going to say, like, is that British ruler or ruler of Britain? But I guess on the semantics, yeah, we can go with Claudius.
Shut up, old man.
Look, I was just trying to...
Shut up. There's a light over by the house. Damn. Let's just keep
Look at the Spanish or the Dutch. The same monarchy. It's the same monarchy. It's a European monarchy, the same family. They all got fucking Habsburg jaws. They're all cousins.
Kinda. And you didn't hear nothing?
look through the hole. Oh, my right mouse click really is dying. Oh, it's basically the same family. Again, like, if you look at the family tree, they're so intermarried, it's not funny. Also the fact that, like, Holland literally was once part of Spain. No, the Spanish are not that distance from the Dutch. Not even seventh cousins. I wish I had a trackball mouse.
Well, the place looks deserted enough.
Sure. You head inside, I'll go round the back.
Can I run? Can I move?
Place looks empty to me. Now, the old guy up there is full of crap.
I don't think they're here.
Okay.
Don't see any horses.
Come on, let's head back. Boss! Place is empty! Shit!
Right.
Looks like we're shooting our way out of here, fellers.
Fuck's sake.
More on the right here. Where are they coming from? Looks like Mr. Cornwall's gone up to security. We got more of the bastards on this side.
Come on. That's basically it. Place is empty and so's your ribcage. There we go.
How about we stop robbing Cornwall for a while? I didn't know we was robbing Cornwall. All right?
Why are you guys... Alright, there we go, there we go. I don't know. Considering that, like, in 1914, when the First World War is kicking off, the rulers of Germany, England, Russia, and I think even Belgium, they're all first cousins, right? Queen Victoria married off most of her children throughout the entirety of Europe. There's another one. We seriously got to kill all these dudes. Can't see shit. Come on, come on. I mean, the tricky thing with Caligula, right? The tricky thing with Caligula is, yeah, he was probably a menace. How much of a menace, it's hard to know. Oh, my fucking right click. There we go. Yeah, the tricky thing with Caligula, right, and like any Roman emperor, is the fact that most of the history of him was written long after he was dead, and it was usually written by people who didn't like him. Ah, crap, is this place on fire? Yes, it is. Which is why if you read, like, the histories of Caesar are, like, 50-50, where they're like, yeah, Caesar was really strong and, like, single-handedly convinced a whole bunch of pirates to commit suicide rather than to, face capture, because he was like, yeah, we're gonna execute you if you don't let me go. Versus all the other histories where they're like, Caesar was incredibly, like, weak-chinned and anemic and, like, sickly. Ah, crap, it's all on fire. Well, not really. You have Cromwell because you have Cromwell. Can I remap it somewhere else? Actually, good point. Let's try something real quick. Because, yeah, my right mouse is becoming increasingly temperamental, but I don't want to replace my mouse because of the fact that I like my mouse. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so Cromwell and the royal family are not mutually exclusive. In the sense of, or rather I could say mutually inclusive, in the sense of, yes, they bring the royal family back to replace Cromwell, but even if they hadn't brought the royal family back, they would have brought someone back to replace Cromwell, because Cromwell basically was making himself king anyway. Well, he wasn't going to be king, but he was going to make his son king. Which is basically the reason why they, actually, tap and hold, tap, hold, delay, aiming mode. Ah, this might help. Okay. We don't even need that, we can just toggle. Yeah, yes, Oliver Cromwell. Good old Lord Protector of England. Yeah, he didn't call himself king, he was Lord Protector, but he was pretty keen on making sure that his son succeeded him. And then everyone was like, no, Cromwell, you're a nutbag and a Puritan, you banned Christmas and also invaded Ireland. Which, to be fair, they didn't mind that much, but... Yeah, man was a Puritan. And Puritans are fucking weirdos. What? Keep up with Uncle. Why am I... Oh, is everything toggle now? It's not just...
Come on, hurry up. Quick, behind these rocks.
Arguably.
They're coming this way. Perfect. We need to do this quietly. You take the left and I'll take the right, okay?
Your right or my right?
You see anything?
Not yet.
Didn't we say we were doing this quietly? Uncle. There we go. Give me your loot.
Guess we should go give him a hand.
Yeah, probably. I mean, those types generally do tend to be pretty, like, shall we say, prolific in their expanding of the family. But also back then, like, a whole bunch of people had 9 kids back then. On account of the whole, you know, kids dying thing. That's a friendly, that's a friendly. There we go. It'll be easy, he said. In and out, he said. Not kill the entirety of the, Sorry. Mouth decided it didn't want to work. Killed the entirety of Leviticus Cornwall's operation. I don't know. I mean, like, for all his faults, Cromwell did, you know, manage to lead the Roundheads. Like, he had at least some level of competence. Oh, fuck off. Witnesses investigating. Fuck off. Also, my damn hat's gone again. Not sure if I'd say many, but his faults were definitely, shall we say, clear and obvious, in the sense that, the fact that they executed a king caused some severe concern. Because a lot of folks were like, hey, we got disagreement with the king, but we don't think we actually have the right to execute him because, you know, divine patronage. So there's always some interesting bits and pieces there. Much in the same way that the American Revolution didn't start out trying. Didn't they execute Cromwell? I don't know. No, they didn't. He died, I'm pretty sure, of, like, old age / some form of ailment, like gout or something like that. But if memory serves, I believe after he was dead and after they brought the monarchy back, they, like, dug him up and executed him, air quotes, symbolically. Like, they dug the corpse up and beheaded or something as like a fuck you sort of thing. I think, if memory serves. Again, not exactly my area of expertise.
You got a lot on?
Let's get to getting, Lenny.
Just hunting for all this hillbilly gold that Dutch and Hosea seem to
Here I am with 2 long arms on my back.
waiting to be stolen. Why?
I got
We
some.
whittling?
Could be good. Yeah, I was in Rhodes talking to some of the colored folk. They said there's a gang of fools holed up in the swamps east of here who think their war ain't never ended.
The Civil War?
Yeah, apparently it's still raging in these fools' minds 30 years later.
Okay.
That ain't my point. These ignorant fools are weapon dealers.
Oh, hell
And
yes.
dealers sometimes sit on a decent pile of cash. Yeah, been selling weapons to Cuba and South America for years. Anyway, the old boy I was talking to reckoned there might be a bunch of cash just sitting around. And failing that, maybe a nice stash of weapons.
With just a bunch of crazies, Gardner?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Worth taking a look at least, isn't it?
That was my thinking. Said it was at some place called Shady Bear, deep in the woods.
Yeah, I was gonna say, kidney stones would not have been fun back in the day. I've seen some of the old school medical apparatuses used to treat kidney stones, and ooh, yeah, would not have liked to have had to have gone through that process. Remember to hydrate, kids. Remember to drink your water so you don't get the kidney stones, and they don't have to stick a metal screwdriver up your pee-pee. Hunts. Let's go. Actually, have I got my hat? I do have my hat. Yeah, it's hat time. Trying to remember, which was the king that died from eating? There was a king, I think he was a British king, but he died from eating.
You've been drinking again? No. Well, yes, but no, that's not how I might have met them. I think some of them harangued me and Sadie when we were coming back with supplies.
Mrs. Adler?
Yeah. And Mrs. Adler did just fine. More than fine, actually. She's notion these fellers is one and the same.
Yeah, we won't find no shortage of angry Peckerwood idiots in the state of Lemoyne. That's for sure.
Is it really that different in this state?
Well, it's pretty different in that Lemoyne doesn't exist.
These boys got a manner about them, but I haven't necessarily noticed.
All respect, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't notice. Might call you a nigger lover.
Ooh, don't say that word. We can't say that word on Twitch.
A glance or a word. And after that, a visit in the night.
Out west, it's
out west.
Is out west.
And you're all who you are, right? Decent folks.
Hmm.
Some places down here, they judge different.
Don't know if we are that decent, but
guess it can't be so easy.
we try, Lenny.
Sorry you're caught up in this.
Well, I guess their gold's still shining. And their guns.
Now, one of my favorite characters from history was yeah, I might need to check it. I mean, there's probably been a couple of kings that have killed themselves from eating too much. But no, I remember there was one that like died eating like jellied eels or something. He had like 5 courses of jellied eels and then died. My personal favorite historical figure from outside the time period I study is probably Götz Otto. I think Götz Otto, or I can't remember. Anyway, Götz of the Iron Fist. Look him up. Götz auf der Eisenfaust in German. He was a knight in one of the German provinces. Did we find out what killed Alexander the Great? Well, sort of. There's a debate. So the history seemed to say an overabundance of wine. There's a couple of different debates. One is that he was poisoned via wine. The other one is that he had some form of peptic ulcer or something like that, which, due to an overabundance of alcohol, ruptured and caused him to bleed out. To develop some form of, like, septic fever and then die. So I don't know about Alexander the Great. Again, it's like one of those ones where we probably won't know the answer because there's no body to examine. Like Napoleon, they're getting pretty certain that Napoleon was probably poisoned with cyanide. Yes. Götz of the Iron Fist is the knight who had a prosthetic left arm, I believe. It got crushed by a cannonball. But he was also just an absolute mad lad, absolutely fucking hilarious. Because he spent a lot of his life as a mercenary, which sounds weird because he was a knight, but in Germany at the time, a lot of knights did that. They would just go and be mercenaries. They'd build mercenary armies. And, what am I inspecting? Okay, I just drew a church. Very, very nice. Okay. I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, so, yeah, he was a knight and he was a mercenary, so he got involved in a lot of the feuds and things going on, a lot of the battles and stuff. In particular, he had this ongoing feud with the Bishop of, I believe, Baden. That this particular figure in question was like it was a political appointment. They were both a church, like they were a bishop of the church, but they were also like a noble. Okay, what the fuck just happened? Did I fail the mission? Yes, he died in he's 87, I think. He lived like 87, wrote a bunch of poetry, and had like 12 daughters or something like that. But yeah, like, so basically he like kidnapped this bishop, yeah, because of a feud, and then got in trouble from the Holy Roman Emperor, which I think was Maximilian, and and so Maximilian's like, all right, I'm putting you onto imperial ban, which basically means that it's the inverse of exiled. If you're under imperial ban, it means you're confined to your own lands because you're a noble, so you can't leave your own land. So he's like, Gots, you're under Imperial ban. And then he was under Imperial ban for like 4 years. Then he apologizes, and then like immediately kidnaps the bishop again, gets put under Imperial ban, apologizes, immediately kidnaps the bishop again. He kidnapped like 4 different bishops about 4 different times because he just kept feuding with them.
I reckon we can leave our mounts up there, off the trail.
Absolute mad lad.
Careful, Arthur. Come on. We can get a view on him from that wall up there.
And yes, you're correct. Died in his 80s.
Do you see anything?
Yes. Yes.
Probably.
You're all right. And they're armed. Almost a militia.
I mean, most folk went to war pretty young, particularly when you're a noble. Because I'm pretty sure he lost his arm in like his late 20s. He was like 29 or something when he lost his arm.
You got men covering the house. I know dynamite crates when I see them.
We got something, right?
Oh, we got something. We can hit them head on, fight them honest. Or you could go down there acting friendly.
Friendly? With these folks?
Just draw them into one spot, then I'll start shooting.
Well, that might be the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But hey, I'm always up for a performance.
How much ammo have I got for this thing? 30, okay, we're good.
Just give the word.
Yes, he is famous for that, but he's famous for it in German, which... Alright, Lenny, go on down.
Give them both barrels of charm.
Wouldn't try anything less.
The other fun one about Gots the Iron Fist is he had multiple prosthetics, but one of them was advanced enough that it could hold a pen. Does this guy just start shooting at him straight away? You're gonna be the one getting out of here now. Get off that horse. Get off that horse. Leave my boy alone. Yeah, okay. 24. I knew it was in his 20s. Scopes make this game way too easy. God damn it. Got him. Alright, where's the rest of them? Okay, push up, push, 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 push. Come on, show me your face. There we go. Good old Remington rolling block. Oh, there's one behind me. Where'd you come from, sir? Lenny, we good? We good?
Quick! Any men in the area would have heard that. They might be on the way. Now let's grab something and get out.
Sounds like a plan.
Looting time, looting time. Give me your money. Excellent.
You got anything?
Not yet.
Is that something worth stealing? Oh, it's just double barrel. Okay. Oh, cocaine gum. Excellent.
Just body so far. I'll tell you when that changes.
Got something in the wagon?
Hey, this could be promised.
Dynamite. Where's the thing?
Search him.
What am I supposed to be searching? Unless have I got to climb up on it? I think I do. Okay. Oh. Bolt actions?
We sure can. We'll check the rest later. Now, come on. Let's go.
Quite possibly. I mean, look, most anyone in full armor would have been a nightmare to face on the battlefield, right? Like, there's a reason why plate mail was worn exclusively by knights. Like, full plate harness, that is. I mean, breast and back was a bit more common at that point in time, but full plate harness was something that was worn by knights and incredibly expensive for a reason. Because it is incredibly hard to hurt a person in hand-to-hand combat when they're in full plate, unless you know what you're doing. But yeah, definitely would have been a rough matchup.
Coming our way. Keep it together here.
Hey, stop! What's a black feller doing
Oh.
coming out of Shady Belle? In one of our wagons?
Arthur, let's go!
I couldn't stop aiming, so oof.
I can't see anyone chasing us.
Now I got the opposite problem. Instead of being unable to aim, I'm unable to stop aiming. Oh, I really gotta get this fixed. But I ain't got any problem with shooting Confederates, so...
I know Sean's been bringing in quite a lot lately, and I wanted to... It's good to have something to show like this.
Sean's a loudmouth bragger. Don't worry about what Sean does.
Hey, I like him, you know?
Well, so do I. There's no better judge. Just, you worry about you. He wasn't on Leviticus Cornwall's train with me. We had to dig him out of Blackwater. But nothing.
Yeah, more or less.
And everyone who counts. We know what you do for this gang. We know.
I mean, like, you can use a sword or a spear against armor with the correct technique. Again, aim like trying to get the gaps. But it does require a certain amount of technique, and yeah, usually it's something like, hey, get them on the ground, and that way you can hold them still enough to stab them in the weak point. And part of that was also the point, like, nobles and stuff like that were worth money. You didn't want to kill them. Which is why, like, lassos and man catchers were a thing. Often they would actually try and just, like, drag knights off their horses and drag them away so they could ransom them instead of actually killing them. It's one of the reasons why after the Battle of Agincourt, there was a bit of consternation amongst the British, well, English, technically, even though they did have a large number of Irish and Welsh in their force, because of the fact that the order was given to kill all the noble prisoners because they were, they didn't believe they could hold them sufficiently. Crag Jorgensen, thank you. Yeah, which meant no ransoms.
Hey, you too.
I'm gonna put a scope on this thing. Hell yes. Crag 1887, I think. Can't remember what date this game's actually set in. I think it's 1899. Crag rifle. Oof. Smooth. Actually haunts. Come here, Haunts. Actually, camp. Camp. Where's the bullet truck? I want bullets. Get me bulletty. How walking in the camp, Arthur? I hate how you can't sprint in the camp. It annoys the shit out of me. Give me the ammunitions. I don't think it is based off the Mannlicher, just because I think it's a Crag Jorgensen because it's got the hang on a minute, I'll show you in a second when I'm out of the camp. Because the thing with the Mannlicher is that they load from the Mannlichers load from a Mannlicher clip, like a solid clip, and it's a vertical load. Whereas if you look at the rifle we've got here, I'm pretty sure it's a US Army issue Crag Jorgensen, which is a Norwegian design. Because, hang on a second. No, I don't want that. Get out of the camp. Where's my gun? Yeah, right. So, if we just take a quick second to look at it. Is there a view button? Yeah, so see how there's that magazine on the side of the gun, not on the bottom? That means it's a Crag, because the Crag is kind of weird in that it loads from the side, not from the top. So there's a little plate on that flips down. And it loads down there. Now we ain't gonna talk to Dutch. I don't want to talk to Dutch. Dutch always has shit plans. So I think we're gonna go hunting. And then we might call it. I don't know. Because it's the thing, I don't have work tomorrow. So I can take a break. Yeah, I think it's probably 1892 Crag, US Army issue.
What you preparing for?
The greatest of gifts. An unguarded stagecoach.
Which is I like it, but I would have been happier if it was the 1897 Lee Navy.
Bison, how much you can get
Lee Navy is such a cool rifle.
on the plains, I believe. I saw a couple a long way off.
It's a tilting bolt action rifle.
You want to come with me? I'll show you how we hunt one.
Sure. Why not?
It's instead of rotating the bolt, you pull the bolt handle upwards and then it slides backwards diagonally. It's such a cool rifle. It's one of my, like, if I ever got around to owning a firearm, which I probably would own for like purely historical and or like target shooting purposes. I'm not really a hunter or anything like that. Yeah, the Lee Navy's pretty high on the list.
They lived almost as one. The bison went, my people went. They were the center of all life. We couldn't survive without them. They provided us with everything. Food, clothing, shelter, tools. There was a lot of respect.
Huh. I don't remember much of my childhood, but I think my people, we pretty much moved with the wind.
Well, my father did that too.
I think, yeah, well, it depends. So the original adoption was 1895, but I think there was a revised 1897 model. I might be wrong. I've heard they're not that expensive. The hard part I've heard is the ammunition. Because it uses 7mm Lee ammunition, like it's a specific cartridge for it. But no, there's a couple. Like a Lee Navy would be good. A Swiss straight pull. I would actually quite like a Mark III Ross, even though everyone shits on the Ross rifle. A Mark III Ross, I think it'd be nice. Maybe a French Mas 36. Not Italian, Mexican Mondragon would be kind of cool, but again, I don't know about the ammunition for those either. Because the Mondragon straight pull is such a weird design. It's a straight pull, but you can also set it up so it fires as soon as you lock it, so you can basically rapid fire the thing. Well, yes. Nambus are a tricky one, much like Lugers. There's a lot of different variations to them. Yeah. So the Mondragon straight pull rifle, I believe it was developed for the Mexican army in like 1901. So Mondragon himself was a Swiss artillery officer who designed artillery as well as small arms. He developed a semi-automatic rifle that the Mexicans did adopt in limited numbers. A couple of other nations also used it in limited numbers. Not this again, thank you. Lucky number 98. But yeah, it's a straight pull rifle, so your bolt comes straight back and forward. But it has a little switch on the bolt that you can set, which basically means that as soon as you lock it in the forward position, it fires, so it does become a slam fire gun. And the idea was basically so that you could just, like, en masse, have all your dudes switch over and just run the bolt and machine gun it, basically. It's a really cool idea. You can look it up. There's a Forgotten Weapons video on it. That's actually how I found out about it. It's kind of similar in the same idea as the Lee Enfield, how it had the magazine cut off. The idea was like, you've got 10 rounds on tap, so you just turn the cut off on and you can just like fire 10 rounds as fast as you work the bolt. But I don't know, for me it's more about the mechanics. I like the mechanism of things. I like knowing how things work. The bison. Bison are huge.
I'll keep them ringed in and you see if you can bring one down.
Oh yeah, the good old 1897 pumps.
Okay. Yep.
Bring down one bison. Why are we... Did I bring it down? I think I did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if this is right. I feel like bison should be bigger than this. They're huge animals. Yeah, there we go. Where's the prompt? No. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with the trench gun, right? There's a reason why the Germans were not fond of it. Yeah. Well, there's two reasons actually. So the first one is, in Europe, shotguns were not considered to be military weapons. Yeah. Shotguns were hunting weapons. So, you know, you use the rifle to shoot humans. Civilized people use rifles to shoot other civilized people, right? Using a shotgun is the equivalent to shooting an animal. That was part of their argument. Yeah, okay. But yeah, that was the argument of part of the argument against the trench gun. The other one was the fact that the Hague Treaty, one of the Hague treaties, specifically bans expanding ammunition. It's the reason why militaries don't use hollow point ammunition. And the Germans were arguing that using like a scattershot weapon, like a shotgun, constitutes the same thing. They were like, hey, there are agreements towards gentlemanly warfare. We think this is in breach of it. And I know people go, oh, but flamethrowers or whatever. Yeah, flamethrowers, whatever. Oof. Who? Who would do this?
Why would someone do that?
I don't know. But I see tracks heading in this direction. I say we follow them.
Alright, lead the way.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't live in a country that has animals the size of bison. Like, I'm happy with just kangaroos and, like, maybe crocodiles. Because at least I know where crocodiles are and I can avoid crocodiles.
Could it have been an animal? No, they've been shot. I just don't know why anybody would just leave them here to rot like that.
Well, again, though, like, again, it's one of those weird things, because, like with anything in warfare, people come up with different ways to, you know, try and gain an advantage, but World War I was arguably the end of a particular era, when people were concerned with the idea of, oh yeah, moose scare the shit out of me. Yeah, World War I was the end of an era where people were concerned with, I guess you could say, gentlemanly warfare. Right?
What a damn waste.
You find anything, Arthur?
Come on.
So it's this idea of like civilized people fight wars with weapons that are not supposed to be unduly cruel, I guess. They were the first ones to use chlorine en masse, but a lot of nations were actually looking into gas, particularly tear gas. The French were actually the first ones to use tear gas in 1915. They used grenades equipped with tear gas. And again, the reason why was like tear gas basically incapacitates people. It's why they use it for riots and stuff nowadays. And the idea was basically, hey, if we tear gas the enemy, they won't be able to fight, so we don't actually need to kill them. We can just capture them while they're all incapacitated. And that way we can just, like we can win without even having to fire a shot. So... canned fruit. But yeah, no, I don't fuck with moose. To be fair, I know people who think the opposite. I know people who are like, I don't like Australia because all the things that can kill you can fit inside your shoe. Which is kind of true.
Dogs haven't gone cold yet. Maybe half a day since they left.
Bison's been dead about the same amount of time.
So what do you want to do?
They could still be in the area. Let's get up higher. See if we...
Give the horse a brush. Brushy, brushy. Alright, I think we're gonna kill some folks. But yeah, I don't Don't fuck with moose.
Arthur, look. Smoke to the north.
Hmm.
Could be another camp.
Let's go check it out.
We do get deer around here, though. They're introduced, and they're annoying as hell.
Killing for fun.
Think we can talk?
I don't kill for fun. I kill when I need to. Crash! Ah! Look, more dead bison. It has to be them. Come on.
Wait up.
Yeah, I'm really curious why they're killing all these bison. Like, it seems like an absolute waste.
Did you fools shoot those bison?
What's your problem?
I said, did you fools shoot those bison?
Calm down, you black or red bastard, whatever the fuck you are.
Did you shoot them?
Yes, we did. We shot them bison, we'll shoot you too if you don't get.
What business is it of yours? What? We...
It's that business of mine!
Good God, you're crazy! Look, I got a family. A family. Don't shoot me.
Stand back, Charles. I'll get you some answers.
Tell me what you want.
What the hell are you doing?
Why are you killing those bison and leaving them to rot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it, tell us or you're dead.
I mean, look, it's not that bad, really.
We were paid to kill as many as
You can,
to make it look like it was Indian.
Ah, okay.
No, please, don't kill
Nah.
me.
I've heard enough.
You ain't getting out of this.
Damn right. That's what he deserved. I've seen
And I'm looting your shit, too.
Okay. I'm gonna see if there's anything worth taking from their camp. I'll catch up with you later.
But yeah, like, again, most of our stuff, while small and deadly, usually is pretty manageable. It's like anything, you know, don't fuck with it and it won't fuck with you. Arguably no, but here's the thing with a funnel web, right? They're still just a spider. Like, you don't need to kill them. You don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with you. Just don't go sticking your hand down random holes in your lawn and you're good. Occasionally I get them in the pool and it's real easy to deal with them. You just get the pool scoop and you pick them up with the pool scoop and then you put them on like the garden and they go away. Let's look at our map. What have we got left to do? That's a good question. Let's go talk to Dutch. As much as I don't want to, let's go talk to Dutch. We'll see what Dutch wants, and then depending on what Dutch wants, I will make a decision. But yeah, it's the same with spiders, it's the same with snakes. Like, snakes, you just deal with them. Not really. Like, here's the thing, right? So, funnel webs don't really wind up in people's, like, I know there's all these horror stories of like, oh, it was in my shoe, it was in my bed. Not really. A lot of those tend to be over-exaggerations. Funnel webs are not, they're not rambunctious spiders, they're not adventurous, right? Funnel web, as the name implies, uses a funnel web to hunt with. They dig a hole in the ground, line it with web, and sit in their hole, right? you find funnel webs most of the time like in your garden if you're doing gardening, if you're like digging holes or whatever. That's usually when you upset them and they go fuck off because you've dug up their little hole. No one's died from a funnel web in, like, off the top of my head, 70 years, something like that, because we have anti-venom. People get bitten by them, but it's not that big of an issue because we have anti-venom. And, like, I get where you're coming from with the snakes. Yes and no. Again, we don't have rattlesnakes here, so they don't exactly make much noise, but yeah, usually... What am I hearing? Alright, go for it.
That's why we got some work to do. We're gonna make you a killer, boy. Let me try. Oh hell, someone showed up. What you looking at?
Wait, didn't mean to interrupt.
He's part of that ragtag crew.
Ah, great. Drink the brandy, goddammit, Arthur. And not really. Again, people over-exaggerate the venom. Yes, it's dangerous, but it's not as bad as you think it is. If you take proper medical care of it, i.e. restrict the limb, you've actually got a decent amount of time to get yourself to medical attention. Because the other thing as well is that funnel webs have very large fangs, and quite often they dry bite. They don't actually inject venom, they just basically stab you. Because venom is expensive in terms of metabolic cost, and they don't want to waste that shit. Of all the animals here, people probably get killed by cows more than anything. But, oh, well, yeah, actually, the one that scares me that thankfully I don't live near is crocodiles. Crocodiles are the ones that really can put the herd out on you. Well, yeah, basically, that's part of the reason why Australian spiders and snakes and stuff are so venomous. So Australia is a relatively harsh landscape. It can be quite arid and quite, I don't know, poor in available biomass. And so it's kind of a case of like, we have these ridiculously overkill venom compounds in our animals because it's a case of like, I need to kill whatever I'm eating. Otherwise I don't get to eat. Like I can't give it a second chance. I can't risk it getting away. So our snakes are kind of just like, look, yeah, I need venom that lets me kill like 7 elephants or whatever, because I need to make damn sure this mouse is not getting away. Let's get my hat. Hat time. Excellent. Should probably get some more ammunition for this thing. Yes, we can talk about the Emu War. I've actually done a little bit of research on the Emu War. So, the Emu War, for those of you who don't know, early 1930s, roughly about 1933, there is debate on this. There is some convincing arguments to say that there actually were multiple Emu Wars. But basically what happened was Western Australia, western part of the country, very dry season, drier than normal. Large population of emus moved from the inland of the country towards the coast looking for food. And they found all these nice cereal crops that people had planted, wheat and stuff. He says, well, yeah, because they tried multiple times to deal with the emus using firearms and things like that. And over multiple seasons, I guess you could say. So it was kind of like the first time it failed and they called it off, and then they tried it again, and then it like failed again, sort of thing. But they basically decided, hey, we've got all these soldiers left after World War One, like people who know how to use military weapons. Why don't we get these soldiers to go out and deal with these emus?
What you want? You okay?
Do I look okay?
No, you don't look okay. Yeah, so they were like, hey, we'll declare war on the emus and put a bounty on them. Unfortunately, it was very ineffective. Because the emus, like, they'd shoot one and they'd all just run away. So then they tried putting a machine gun on a truck, and that was not particularly effective either. And they got mocked relentlessly in the press.
Who did? They. And what did they?
Basically saying that, like, any modern army would love to take these emus because they're basically just outstripping the Australian army.
I stole a lot of things, but that's quite a lot to steal.
Look at me here, living in the shit and the mud.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, buddy.
My old house. The house my grandfather built.
You want to know something fun? So I was looking in the archives, and I actually found some stuff on the Emu War, including a letter written by a 9-year-old from America, basically saying, oh, hello, Australia. I'm from America, and I'm 9 years old, and I learned recently that our bald eagle is legally protected to, ensure our symbol of freedom is safe forever. Is your emu protected? And the government were like, this is really fucking awkward. How do we tell this kid we've been shooting emus?
I'm living rough over by Harris Field.
Well, if I'm ever out that way, I'll see what I can do.
Time is hell.
See, you joke about that, right? You joke and be like, hey, if I ever got outdone by a damn bird, but then if you've ever had to deal with an emu, they're interesting creatures to say the least. Chances are you probably would get outdone by an emu. And that was actually the other thing as well, is like the stuff I found in the archives is really interesting because of the fact that I want to upgrade my firearms.
Been a mite suspicious about the new faces in town. Rhodes is welcoming to be sure, but we can't just let old types have their way.
Yeah. Full action rifle. Can we put a scope on it? Yes, we can. Thank you, sir. But yeah, so the archives was really interesting because they were talking about the whole emu thing, and they were basically saying, like, look, hunting these things with the army is fucking stupid. Like, why don't we just get commercial hunters to do it? Like, just put a bounty on the emus and everyone else will sort it out for us. But one of the other politicians was like, no, we need to keep using the army because the farmers got really annoyed with us when we stopped using the army there because the farmers want us to look like we're doing something. So they're like, no, we can't use the army. It's too expensive. Like, they're wasting ammunition. They're wasting petrol. Like, they're costing us a shitload of money to kill, like, 2 emus a day. They're like, yeah, but the farmers really like it. It's just, it's the dumbest stuff where they're just, like, it's a no-win scenario, but they're just like, we don't want to get in trouble with the farmers. Which absolutely nothing has changed. Well, kind of. They're like any bird in that hitting them generally fucks them up, but they're funny organisms. They're incredibly agile. Unlike a deer, an emu can kind of spin on the spot basically because they're bipeds. And they're particularly in like dense mallee scrub, they're very, very mobile. Give it a wrap, leather wrap, no. That's hideous. I'll improve that rifling, thank you. Get some ammunition. High velocity is tempting, but we'll just go with the regular for now. Thank you, sir. Ah, okay. Well, I don't think I'll bother with that either way, just because it looks hideous. Double action revolver and a Schofield. I thought I had 2 Schofields. Anyway, let me have a look in your catalog. Let's do some gun browsing. Pistols? Pistols? Can I get some pistols? Ooh, volcanic, tempting. I like the volcanic because I like how it works. Calman revolver, double action revolver. Huh. Does this guy not have the semi-automatics? It doesn't look like it.
I make sure to test all my goods for quality and defects. That's
Springfield, varmint rifle, rolling block, bolt action, sort of Carcano. Nice. Now this one is a Mannlicher. So you were saying earlier that it's a Mannlicher. This one, the Carcano, is. It's an Italian derived Carcano. Sorry, it's an Italian derived Mannlicher action.
This here store's as proud and fine as the town it lives in.
Do I want to get a volcanic? Tempting because rocket balls, but no, I won't.
That's a quality weapon.
Yeah, that's true, but the guy in Valentine at least had him in his he had him in his catalog. He had the Mauser and the what's it called? It's the predecessor to the Luger with the big funny spring out the back. What was it called? It was the 1903 one, or whatever it's called. I'm blanking on what it's called, but yeah, it looks like a Luger, but instead of having the toggle action, it's got this big funky coil spring out the back behind it.
Of course.
Dutch, you better not have a plan.
Friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr.
Mustache.
I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that.
You've been here talking to the sheriff this whole time.
Roads we have work enough for honest men.
That's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly. Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies. You have finally lost your mind. Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name, and the state a whole lot of income.
We're going moonshine hunting.
You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta sit me down a second.
Not a problem, sir.
Maybe have a lay down on one of them sills, sir. We'll take it from here.
And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man. Arthur, you ride with the deputy.
All right.
I will follow.
All right, let's go hunt some moonshine, and then I think we'll call it. It's funny. There's a lot of fun stories from the Wild West like this.
Pretty good. And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not all that keen on moonshine. I don't drink that much. But one of my favorite stories from the Old West is from a train station, right? It's this town that had a train station, and this guy basically set himself up as judge. He wasn't actually a judge, but back then you didn't have to be. You could kind of just set yourself up. So he made himself sheriff and judge. And he basically would just, like, wait for people to get off the train at this, because this town was basically like the whole town existed to serve the train station. So his courthouse was also the town's saloon, and he would wait for people to get off the train, waiting for the train to refuel, because they'd take on coal and take on water. Wait for people to get drunk, then like sue them for public drunkenness or whatever, and try them in the courthouse. And it was basically just a grift, so he could take people's money.
I told you about the Braithwaites.
Yes, you did, sir.
Old Cotton family.
Yeah, Doc Holliday was pretty good.
At one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over.
I was always pretty fond of Wild Bill Hickok.
Fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Greys and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich.
Yeah, sounds hard being rich.
So I imagine.
Yeah, that badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes, I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it, serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Bill was in the army, was he?
Hold up. You see that wagon?
I do. The cards he had in his hand were a 2 and a 7. I think it was 2 and a 7, or was it a 2 and an 8? It's nicknamed the Dead Man's Hand because it was what he had in his hand when he got shot.
Look, suit and tie, one bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne.
Yeah, fuck the Lemoyne Raiders. I've had enough to deal with them.
I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay.
2 8s and 2 aces, but wasn't it 2 card poker? Anyway. Knew there was a 2 in there somewhere.
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
Oh, we're driving now, it seems.
Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters.
Okay, 5 card draw it was.
That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone. Go right at the crossroads.
Yep. Not the nicest fellers in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash.
I don't know. I only have cursory knowledge of poker. I know there's a bunch of different ways to play it, but I only really know Texas Hold'em.
Town preacher and town sheriff. Could drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He
He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to him. Don't even look him in the eye. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Something about having a tiny arm. Strong hand.
He's sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood?
Hmm. Let me just drink some moonshine real quick.
And take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, quite probably. I mean, I'm not entirely sure if that's necessarily a... Well, I mean, someone had to die that day, I guess. Considering McCall was out for blood.
See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling.
Probably should have bought my rifle.
We just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say.
Ah, yes. Par excellence. I see that the French is your fort, sir.
Definitely the man for the job. Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
Let's go left.
Take the left. Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
See one by the bridge over there?
Yeah, I see him. Coming through the swamp. Yeah, probably. Go get him, Bill.
With pleasure.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit sleepy. So I'm thinking I'm probably gonna finish this one up and then we'll call it. Thank you, Bill. Swamp people. Swamp people. Look like people, talk like fish. This is my swamp. It's all ogre now. What are you doing in my swamp? Quite possibly. I don't know. I only know Texas Hold'em. In which case, the absolute best hand in Texas Hold'em is straight royal flush. So it's having the royal cards. So 10 ace. So 10 jack, king, queen, ace, and having them all of the same suit. And I think it's actually diamonds is the highest. So in the rare instance, actually, I don't know if it actually is possible, but yeah, in the rare instance of someone else having the equivalent, I think, actually no, I don't think it's actually possible with the arrangement of cards. But it's, yeah, having the the face cards plus 10 plus all being the same suit. That's the highest hand you can get in Hold'em. It's all ogre now.
I think that's it. Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this.
Burn it.
Any of your boys can handle explosives?
I'm coming to kill you.
So, real funny, don't you?
Tell me about that. That is the last time I'm mentioning a swear.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well,
Yes. Oh, okay. So that's how dynamite works. I can't just throw it. Yeah, no, so again, so diamond royal flush or whatever. But my point is I don't think it really matters, because I don't know if you can act like, because in Texas Hold'em you've got 2 cards in your hand, and then however many cards, is it 5 cards in the actual flop? So I don't think you can ever actually have enough cards for 2 people to get a straight royal flush. So I think it's just yes, I shoot you in the butt. Cowboy time. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, looks like cowboy time is over. Really should have bought my rifle. Come on, there we go. Get in the ground. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Get in the ground. Where you at? Yes, true gunfighting. Just walk up to a man. We got him? We got them all?
I don't see any more. Do you? No. Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
Looting? Looting time? Looting time?
Quick, let's go before any more show up.
I would like to get my money's worth, thank you. It's always the case. Shoot a bunch of dudes and never get any time to actually steal their stuff. Yeah, give me your wedding ring. Thank you, sir. Alright, that'll do for now. Nyum. Thanks for all the help, Dutch.
Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But
Oh, perks of office.
why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course.
On account of the war.
Webster. He used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of crap. Come on, move
We
it.
have a life on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
You know what they say, a fool and his money.
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there old?
Just a bit.
From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides.
I don't know, man. Ooh, ooh. Roseate spoonbills. Roseate spoonbills.
Strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what?
I love spoonbills. One of my favorite birds. Because they got bills like a spoon. You raced me back, Dutch.
Come on. Let's make this interesting. Yeah. If you say I'm old, prove it.
Sure.
Okay, you're on. That's the spirit. Okay. On my word. Set, go.
Fuck off, Dutch. You started going before you said go.
You never were much of a rider. We'll see about that.
I'm going to win this race. My horse is a very good runner. Go on, girl. Go on. Fuck off, Dutch. Fuck off.
When are you going to start blaming that horse? That's how it usually goes.
Now, my horse is great. Fuck you, Dutch. Ah, shit. Let's go, let's go, let's catch him, let's catch him. Oof, no, okay. Well, there goes that plant. Go on, go, go on. We're taking the shortcut. Sorry, girl. We are going to catch Dutch. We are going to win this. I don't care if we... Fuck. Girl, come on. Jump. It's not that hard. There we go. There we go. Fuck, I can see him. I can see him. He's gonna beat me, and I'm mad. Damn it. Fuck you, Dutch. I could have won that.
Oh, I am sorry, son.
Well, spare the gloating, Dutch.
Oh, I'm not a gloater. Why would I laugh at the fact that you haven't learned, after all these years, to ride a horse very well? That is a source of great sorrow to me.
Very funny.
Eat a dick, Dutch.
Be well. Here? Well, I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
All right, well. After that embarrassment, I think we're going to call it there. So, let's see if there is anyone to raid. Lumi is on. Let's see who's on. Ah, Sin is on. Let us raid Sin. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to send you all on your way. Thank you for joining me. My name is Takame Ando. Bye.